Can we cuss?
You can cuss with. I want you to be yourself.
They told me you're gonna die if you don't do this. You're gonna die pretty fucking soon. We're amazed that you made it this long. And a part of me for the longest time was like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. And then they fuck up and I die. And then what? Like, well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but like my girl and my family, they're gonna have to fucking deal with that. Nah, I'll just.
Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong, in collaboration with Wolfwise Media. Featuring Brandy Fife, Janet Kim, and in-studio guest Nathan Brannon.
Miss Brandy Fife.
What's going on? I can tell it's spring because when I go outside and I look around at everyone, I'm really horny. Spring's in the air. Oh shit, I don't like anal. I don't like anal sex, which is weird. Because I really like sex with assholes. I got flipped off just yesterday on my way to work. Someone flipped me off, so they cut me off, and I honked my horn. And they flipped me off out the window, and something inside me just fucking clicked. So they gave me the finger, I gave them the finger, except instead of the middle finger, I gave them the index finger. Which is where you just take your index finger and then you drag it slowly across it. And then I said, as I was doing this multiple times, because I made the right decisions there, I was like, I hope you die. I hope you die. Die. Oh, by the way, we're at the stoplight. So I'm literally just like behind this guy, like, I hope you die.
Round of applause for the very funny Miss Janet Kim.
Situated here. Oh my goodness, way too tall for me. Hi guys, I'm Janet. Look at these brave people out in the front. I love it. Comedy on a Wednesday. Look at us, you guys. Who's better than us right now? Have you seen this YouTube video of this woman driving and this guy's the road rager is tailing her and then he cuts her off and then crashes? Yeah, that happened to me, you guys. Except, well, in my version, he would have crashed and died, but, sorry, did you drive? Wait, but what really happened was, it was nuts. I was on my way to a show and I was really nervous because I didn't have any new material. I was very stressed out. This guy's honking behind me. Pulls up on the side of me. This really happened. I kid you not. He takes his right hand off the wheel and his left hand off the wheel to do this. I know. I don't have to do this, but I'm painting a picture here. And I'm sure he was doing it to comment on my shitty driving. But I was like, thank you, comedy gods. I don't have to write anything today. Perfect. But honestly, I'm sure he was doing it to comment on my shitty driving, but how does taking both hands off the wheel make him a better driver than me? Oh, but I get it. I'm a shitty driver because I have slanted eyes, I'm great at math, and I have a tiny penis. I'm wearing these loose pants. Oh, racism. I try to be a good driver though. I really do. I don't, when I'm driving, I don't use my phone. I don't drink and drive. You guys don't drink and drive. You guys don't, right? Okay, good, because drinking and driving is like a woman planning for an abortion. It's a bad idea, but if it has to happen, then you're like, whatever, someone's gonna die. Guys, that's a drinking and driving joke. I'm not proud of it.
Please welcome to stage right now an amazingly funny man, Mr. Nathan Brandon. Here he is, everybody.
Yo, what's going on? Hey, can we have some teamwork right now? Can I put my drink right there? Is that... Portland's Funniest Person 2012. I did that right there. That's what you can do. My wife is really outdoorsy. Like, she's super outdoorsy. Like, her whole family, they do all types of stuff, like camping, hunting, whitewater rafting. I don't even know what that last one is, okay? I'm not outdoorsy at all. Outdoorsy for me is taking the garbage out with no shoes on, you know? Sometimes I do it when it's raining because I'm gangster as shit, but I can't compete with her family. And it's really hard not being outdoorsy, especially when you come from the Northwest, because everybody just assumes that you're into the outdoors, nature, and stuff like that. And I hate telling people no for stuff because it just makes me sound angry. Like, her father asked me to go skiing, and I said no. That's what I thought everybody heard. Well, apparently, what everyone heard was, hell no, I ain't going skiing, shit. I ain't gonna pay money to go up a mountain and slide back down it. I ain't gonna lose money and end up in the exact same place that I started. You can kiss my ass. So I'm trying to be more outdoorsy because I'm tired of people looking at me weird, and it's really, really hard. I can't do it. Like, and her dad is like the epitome of a mountain man. Like, he's got the big ass beard and shit. He's killed a bear, not with a gun, but with a bow and arrow. One shot. No one cares. All right, well, you guys are looking at me like you've done that shit before. I killed a bear when I was 8, pussy. What's wrong with you? You know, the scariest thing is, like, I know at some point my wife is gonna wanna have kids and she's gonna wanna take them camping. And that scares me to no end, because I know they're gonna have to use an outhouse at some point, and outhouse seats are one size fits all, okay? They're not meant for kids. That's scary as shit. Because if my kid falls in, that's it, you understand? I'm not pulling that kid out, I'm not calling the fire department, I'm gonna close the lid, I'm gonna go back to the campsite, I'm gonna look my wife in the eye and be like, we need to start over. She'd be like, what the hell you mean we need to start over? Look, you see the kid's not with me, okay? You need to be creative right now. I need you to create a scenario where it's okay for you to let go, because I'm not getting that kid out. No, okay, I'm a comedian. That's above my pay grade. I can't just pull a kid out of an outhouse. You get pulled out of an outhouse, you're gonna have to talk to some people, some professional people, and I don't have the money for it. I told that joke once, and this old black lady stood up in the back. She was like, you get that baby out that toilet. Who the hell are you talking to? I know you're not talking to me. First of all, the kid's not real, okay? You need to pay attention. Second off, why you just side with the kid right off the bat? You don't know that kid. That kid could be an asshole. You have no idea. His last words could be, go to hell, Dad. Ah! That's right, that's what you get. I'm gonna sell you birthday presents and not feel bad about it. It just pissed me off how she just got on her high horse like that. You get that baby out that toilet, because I would get that baby out that toilet. No, you wouldn't. You're only saying that because you know you'd never be tested. That's the only reason why I want to get rich and famous, is so I can dig outhouses at will and just throw kids in them. Like, not maliciously, to test people, make sure they're walking all the talk they're doing. You can not laugh if you want. I'm a comedian. I'm not a politician. I'll throw 100 kids in the outhouse to prove my point, you understand?
Definitely have bad luck like me. Like, I like that Murphy's Law shit. Like,
Bad luck, brothers. For myself personally, I've stopped doing stuff that I was like, oh yeah, I know they'll laugh at this just because I know they'll laugh at it. Like, I think it's because you watch, the longer you do it, you watch a lot of headliners, a lot of guys who are ahead of you, and you watch the ones that you don't want to be like, and those are the ones. It's like they'll sell their mom out to get a crowd to laugh at some stupid
No, absolutely.
whatever. It's like that's what you want to, and you know, with all this stuff going on, it's like you think a lot about what you want to be remembered for or recognized for, and it's like I'm not for that. You know, there's enough comedians out there that are gonna be able to tell a good joke. I'm just gonna work on some stuff I've never thought about before, just because if I go and do the same stuff tonight, I'm gonna go insane.
Yeah.
So let me talk about dog bowls or whatever. Are these microphones good? I said dog bowls.
We got editing.
Okay.
Don't matter.
I said bowls, America. Dog bowls. And it's not even not like they're a bad person or anything. It's just like me personally, I don't want to go that route.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't understand how they don't go insane doing the same for decades.
Yeah.
Like that.
You make the one job that can't be a cubicle job feel like a cubicle job.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. And I was saying
Like prescribing insanity.
It's like starting your own business with hopes of operating in middle management or some shit.
No, that's I like that.
Yeah. I would like people to question everything, like it get in the habit. So like I would like people to start like looking at stuff and being like not just me but like everyone that you see is talking to mass people. It's like, okay, what's their real mindset behind this? What is their real motive behind
Yeah,
this?
their agenda behind the message.
Yeah, that's what I would hope. So what was your first tattoo?
I have a sun on my back.
Really?
Yeah, just I wanted one forever, and then just had $180 in my pocket and got as big as I could for $180.
I don't know why. I just thought of like you have a baby on your back. Like I know you don't have any kids, but like I just saw like not a son, a baby.
Yeah, that's just my kid. It's not my kid.
I got my son on
My
my
prospective
back.
son. I just had some. I took a picture of myself, had it age generated backwards.
It's a picture. It looks like he's in one of those backpack hiking things.
I have a picture of a Native American baby in a papoose down my back. Looks really good. I mean, what's your biggest night you've had in comedy? I know you've opened for Chappelle. I mean, you've won Portland's Funniest Person.
I think actually it was Portland's Funniest, but not because of the Portland's Funniest. It was because both my mom and my dad were there.
Oh, that's bitchin'.
And my wife and my sister, and like they were all in one place and they were all watching me, and it was a nice night. You know, it was really really cool.
Something I loved the most about when I met you, I was like, he's like me. He gets it. He gets why people are crazy.
I didn't realize how many people were OCD until I started comedy.
Oh yeah, well, we're out there, man. We know that our way's the right way. We can't tell you why, but we know it's right.
And if they would just listen.
Just listen. You just listen. It's not narcissism. It's craziness. There's a difference.
Ebola didn't get discovered because people were being too careful. Because somebody put their sandwich on a rock in the forest and then ate the sandwich.
That's how
Ebola.
Boom. Ebola. Some guy fucked a sandwich. Ebola.
Roast beef, really?
See, it was weird for me because I moved to Boston for a year. And it was just like going from Portland to Boston couldn't have been more fucking polar opposite. Like views of race, views of how we live our lives, traffic, everything.
That was what was so funny. I remember Patton Oswalt was talking about how different Portland is from everywhere else, and it's so funny. I like in this last year, I think I've actually just come to realize, like, wow, this is way different. Like I went to Indianapolis. And I told a joke about recycling cans, and they don't recycle cans. So he just looked at me like I was just a fucking idiot. I was like, what is wrong with you people? Oh, I'm the weird one now. Like, it was so nuts. Like, being here for so long, it never occurred to me that other places in the country, they just decide not to recycle. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I don't. Yeah, I know it would be better, but fuck that. I'm not doing it. Like, it blew my mind. There was a guy when I started. He just did a lot of puns and stuff like that. And some people, either you loved him or you hated him. And, you know, some people would be like, here he comes. But he wasn't doing it, like, because he wanted to be, you know, the next Louis C.K. or something like that. He was going through a lot of really bad stuff in his life, and all his jokes were about that. And that was his thing, to come in every night, or, you know, or once a week or whatever, from his job and from all the stuff, the legal stuff that he was going through, and talk about it and vent about it. That was worth its weight in gold to him. So it's like, it's hard to just tell everybody, like, you need to get real serious about this. Because some people, they do it because, you know, it feels good. You get to vent, and then a bonus, some people might agree with you and say you're right. And
as bad as you expected?
Oh, it's incredibly painful.
It's a different kind of pain than I think most people expect.
I feel like I'm being inducted into, like, a secret society. It's like everybody who's never had a tattoo before, you could tell them anything. You'd be like, oh my gosh, I could not believe. You feel it in your throat. It was on my arm, but I feel it in my throat.
I saw a really cool butterfly on a girl once.
And then
I noticed you had an Adam's apple. I was like, wait a minute.
Why does the butterfly keep flying up and down?
That's a different place. To each their own.
Yeah, that'd be really hard because it's all thin and wispy, like.
Because this is killing me just on the top of there. I couldn't imagine, like.
Oh yeah.
Or some people get their eyeliners, like Joanne has your eyes done. That had to have killed.
Your eyes?
Did that hurt?
Last like 5 minutes.
Is it?
Not even.
I waxed my nostrils yesterday by myself.
You know, a little whiskey.
I couldn't do that. A little whiskey.
A lot of trust. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine.
I think in this country we don't understand how powerful. Like, I know it's kind of cliche to say now, like, words are powerful, but literally, well, like, that's what I went to school for. I went to school for rhetoric, so, like, I understand. It's incredible, and, like, people are getting worked on mentally with words, not even words most of the time, just symbols, and they have no idea. They have no idea that they're being manipulated or worked on by somebody. So you understand how powerful that is when you want to do something with it. You know what I mean? Do something. I don't even want to say positive, but like understand. That's like understanding. Like if guns were invisible, you know, and it's like you realize like, ooh, this kind of gun is incredibly. No, that's a terrible metaphor. I got a needle in my arm. Point is, words are very, very powerful, and people treat them like, oh yeah. Even when people are making jokes, I mean, you make a joke that people love and laugh at about a certain group, or or about something with flowers or whatever. When everybody sees that flower later on, they're gonna think about it a certain way, and you influence them on that. Like, that's a crazy thing. You don't want to just dick that away, you know? You don't want to just use it. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You know, you got powerful guns out there. You don't want to just, they're not made for just like.
Going off willy-nilly?
I'm not saying you should use them to kill people either. I'm just saying, like.
If you could give yourself any, if you could go back in a time machine and just drop a note off to yourself at your first open mic ever, and just say, read this, and freak yourself out and walk away, what would that note say? If anything.
Who cares? I'll be right. Or this.
To find a way.
Mm-hmm. Probably not like this. I would just say figure it out. Yeah.
I think we're done.
Really?
That's it?
Oh, sorry. My OCD should have slapped me in the face. Thank you.
Created and directed by Todd Armstrong, produced by Todd Armstrong and Dustin Erickson. Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong would not be possible without our supporters. Tattoo artists Joanne and Jerry Marshall. of Martian Arts Tattoo Studio on the corner of 33rd and Hawthorne in Portland, Oregon. Video recorded, edited, and animated by Wolfwise Media. Original pixel art by Anthony Justiniano. Audio recorded and mixed by Rowan Studios. Original music by Soda Vice Music. And I've been the permanent comedy announcer, Greg Nibbler. Thanks for watching this episode of Permanent Comedy with Todd Armstrong. Always enjoy the choices you make.
You want a quick tattoo? Wake you up? We filmed you snoring a little bit.